I wanted to continue to share with you our growing concern concerning the COVID-19 virus. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all the folks who have been negatively impacted by this already. We've seen 30 cases in our city as of today, April the 20th. And you know, this virus affects old and young people alike. Luckily, we have not seen any deaths in Rockwall County. You know, I continue to be in daily contact with local and state health authorities concerning this virus. We have meetings every day to determine how we're going to react and how each city in Rockwall County is faring and how it is affecting their community. 3 weeks ago, when all of this started, we were called upon by our county health authority, Dr. Gary Bonaquisti, to implement certain policies, and that's what we did. We did that based on his recommendation that if we didn't do something, that the medical facilities that we have available to us in Rockwall County would be overwhelmed. There wouldn't be enough ICU beds, there would not be enough ventilators to go around if we didn't take these drastic actions. We did that. We've now found that those numbers are totally wrong. The models have shown that there's nowhere near the need for that medical capacity that we were preparing for. Therefore, you saw the governor last Friday open up hospitals to being able to conduct surgery and treat folks with other ailments beside the coronavirus. You know, there's been a lack of us getting information, and that really concerns me. It also concerns the other people in this county. We can't tell you how many people have been tested. We can't tell you how many people have shown negative results for this. We also can't tell you who and where they were tested from. You know, the governor on Friday released the beginning of a statewide plan to reopen Texas. Our economy is in shambles. Just think how everyone's life has changed in a little less than a month. Local control of this situation has been supplanted by the orders of the governor, and therefore there is no need in having a local order which may be in conflict. Therefore, I am withdrawing my order of April 6, 2020. We will proceed in following the present order of the governor, like it or not. The governor mentioned that they may seek to test entire communities. As to mandatory testing for our community, I cannot agree nor will I participate. None of us have all the answers. I'm sick and tired of people who have deluded themselves into believing that they have all the answers. Going forward, we're going to have to make many decisions balancing the unavoidable risk of transmission and death against the absolute fundamental necessity of economic activity. There is no right answer. We are all faced with the inevitable and unenviable challenge of picking from a range of less than ideal outcomes. If you express unwavering confidence in one policy situation, that's probably a sign that you really don't know that much. All of you this week got your tax appraisal notices in the mail. Those had to go out on April the 15th. I just want to tell you the work that both myself and the other mayors from most of the cities in Rockwall County and all across this state did to try to get it so that you didn't get that notice in the mail. This is a letter that's signed by most all of the mayors of the cities within Rockwall County asking Governor Abbott to delay the notices going out and setting the values at what they were last year. You know, we've been told by the appraisal district that if you had a home that was in the $200,000 to $400,000 range, you're going to see a tax increase appraisal of around 15%. Well, look, this is the worst news you can get here at a time when we're facing the biggest pandemic that has gone around in this country in 100 years. I want to tell you that the governor did not do that. He did not accept that and use his emergency powers to set those values at last year's values. I think a lot of it was a reason is that we didn't have support from our county leaders, and we didn't have support from our state representative and our state senator in trying to get the governor to have those values set at last year. So what's going to happen? Well, each of you got those notices. You'll have 30 days from the date you received them to protest those values. If you don't protest it, you will see that raise in your property value. Now, what can you do? Well, as to protest, it's simple as filling out a form or going online. You can do your protest online. You can also call the Central Appraisal District and talk to an appraiser and see if you can come up to an agreement as to value. If you can't, I have been to the appraisal district. They will be having in-person meetings. They've set up 2 rooms there that will allow everyone to be sufficiently spaced apart to have these hearings. But I want to tell everyone, do not allow those values to go into effect, because they're going to be in effect for a long time. So everyone needs to, at least if your values went up substantially, you need to at least file a protest. What have we done here concerning that in the city of Rockwall? Well, your city council and I, both as a city councilman and as a mayor, we have rolled those tax rates back to the effective rate each and every year. What does that mean? That means that although the appraisals went up on property, we lowered the tax rate so that we were generating the exact same amount of revenue from your home as we did the year before. You know, I want everyone to know that this city is open for business. We'll continue to provide police and fire protection, as well as water, wastewater, trash, road maintenance, and other essential services. As your elected representative, your city council will continue to address your questions and your concerns. Our residents have done an outstanding job in helping slow the spread of this virus, and I urge you to protect yourself. May God bless you and your family. Be safe.